아, 아.
Wicked little thing like that in Oseram armor? Grab this thing up.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved in politics.
자, 내가 니 쫄따구 찾았는데 대꼬진 못했다. 어쩌다 보니까 일단 보고 비슷한 거라도 해야겠지.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Derval. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Derval. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Derval used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Derval more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Derval and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
그래.
the other day. Amazing.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
This is the place. You home, Derval? I got a surprise for you.
뭐지 저 끄는 폭타이가.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb?
It's a bomb, all right.
Doesn't look too big.
Well crafted. Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Something's dripping from the ceiling. If that bomb goes off, the blaze will ignite.
That's a lot of
firestorm.
blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Derval promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. That must be the spire. It's huge. Maybe there's some way I can open this window to get... It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force. I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Derval's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Derval said he'd make a VOD watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace. Now that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Derval's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the
하하
palace...
존나 믿음 안 가네.
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of the lucrative
Shut up a
opportunity?
bucket line!
The Hunter's Lodge.
What happened?
I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the fire things?
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Derval's hideouts. This must be where Derval assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Derval did find a way into the palace.
예전에 할 땐 이거 안 했나 보네. 이런 기억이 없다.
Wish I could be there to...
Fire and spit! Take cover!
Handy?
얼마나 보스전 개빡시게 하려고. 다 쓰러져 있네. 와, 에랜드 같이 쓰러져 있다. 진짜 개 못쓸모 있네, 진짜.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes.
병신아, 내가
Something's
없앴어.
wrong.
병신아.
It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
No room.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
치사한 새끼.
You will not escape the shadow.
Can we finish this? I've got a Sandow to kill.
Good.
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram Tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
뭐, 기계 새끼를 끌어오려고? 그 전에 있던 그 저거는 쟤들이 연습용으로 몇 번 써봤던 건가? 아이 껌이지. 야. 여기 어디라고 와? 어떻게 알았냐? 존나 좋아하는데. 일로 와봐, 일로 와봐, 일로 와봐, 친구들아. 뭐라고 치킨이지 그냥.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
그냥 조만한 치킨 새끼들이 어디를 계속 너네를 샀노? 좀 없앴고.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
우리는 왜 안 타노?
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way. Those majestic, murderous glint.
이리 왔네. 더 가까이 온나? 파밍하게.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
더 가까이 와. 더 가까이 와.
Those majestic, murderous glinthawks.
님 개어접인데요. 이렇게 존나 허접이고.
Looking good. Should have brought a cart.
다 했나?
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
누구 왕이 죽이지 말라네.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. But knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up.
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
데르바로 있는데. 데르발 선택이니까 저부터 갔다 와보자.
I work all day while the noble.
A woman now stands as Seahawk of the Hunter's Lodge. So, she played...
안녕?
To Gloath, Nora. Well, as you can see, I'm busy. I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working.
왜 왔지? 저 굳이
Wonderful.
She's noble. Won't find better there. Only the...
Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master. All before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. And now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Two? Huh. She likes me.
보상.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know...
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
I know who attacked the Nora. A faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient machines, weapons they want to use to strike Meridian.
I see. What you're saying echoes whispers I've heard from Murad. A Shadow Karja splinter group, corrupted machines across the land. When will the attack come, do you know?
I'm not sure yet.
And we will do what we can to prepare. Keep me informed if you learn more.
다 깬 거지. 와, 이제 하나 남았다. 무더기. 기술 포인트 다 안 오르나? 쭉을 뻗어 이거밖에 없다만서도. 야, 롤러코스터가 먹고 저거.
I'm not showing any focuses at that location. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle on your own. Carry on.
Thanks. On my own, all right.
Might need to check that grass.
가제이.
The Grey Fort. And the shadow of a metal devil. Great. They're inside too. That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds.
Battle. Frozen in ice and time. Operation Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We...
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
It's Val's turn. I'll keep going and find you.
이거 아니야? 내려가서 잡는 거 있을 줄 알았는데. 여기 뭔데 근데 잡는 거 있냐? 나중에 갈까?
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific. Log.
Silence, you getting this?
First battle of the Eastern Seaboard Wall.
All these soldiers.
Had a long run up to it.
They
This
died
was
to
before
witness this
Kalmar.
place.
And projections were a lot worse for the East. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train men. Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the record recalls. I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the... I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long, tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us.
It was the metal world.
Less of us now.
Guess they were used
And we
to
have
it.
to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... This isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had. In the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still
Just
fighting
one bed.
for is
Maybe they're war chief's room.
the Zero Dawn to turn this around. Whatever the hell that is.
Red light. Guess that means no power. A holographic interface. It must be some kind of code. Oh, that's informative. Three power lines, resources. That makes one.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
오웬 오 위 오위 오위 왼 아래. 맞지 않나? 그럼 순서 반대로 해볼까? 오 위 왼 씨, 잘못 눌렀다. 아래
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geo... Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot?
이거 순서대로 해야 되나? 위, 오, 왼, 아래 이렇게 해볼까? 아씨, 옆에 거였는데. 됐다. 위층에 올라가야겠네. 이 새끼 왜 계속 여기서 자빠지냐. 끝으로 가라니까. 끝으로 가는 거 맞잖아. 여기 가서 점프해서 저 봉 잡는 거 맞잖아. 그래 맞는데 못 잡고 있노. 위, 아래, 왼, 오.
Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it.
동력전지 남는 거 없나? 나도 좀 써야 되는데.
These wires must run to the power source. Tom's being released. And voices. More clips.
동력전지.
It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
그래? 놀자. 왜 그냥 활이 나가냐? 심심한데 여기 폭탄도 한번 깔아놓고. 기계 하나 남아있지 않나? 어디 갔어?
Can stop tensing up.
넓은 데서 싸우자 니는. 거접새끼.
Try me now.
야, 이걸 립센이 이겼네.
Full already.
립센도 대단하다. 야, 애들 잘 키웠다.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long. We have to put in the work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade. Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely...
Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you
뭔가
won't
일이
be
다르게
with me when
돌아가네.
the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad. Got too much already. What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on it is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how? I'd have to leave something else behind.
설마
The
저게
eclipse.
보스전인가?
Tampering with a metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
와, 딱 존나 크다. 이걸 어떻게 잡노?
Watch out!
잡아먹히겠네. 연료 부족으로.
Another coalition. And this one can move.
아니네. 작동 제대로 시켰네. 와, 이게 떨어지기도 해? 미친. 한번 들어가자. 이야, 미친 새끼. 우와, 이거 벽 보네. 벽을 있는 대로 다 부으네. 뛰어라, 뛰어. 왜 안 깨지냐? 뭐 간단하네.
I'd have to ditch something.
좋아, 다음 거 보자.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a
아,
seat.
그 가서 회의한다는 그 장면이네.
You're going to sack her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline. There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder. Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
그래서 그 제로돈이 뭔지 아직도 모르네.
What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
그 우리 집 DI가
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines. Not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again.
자, 일단 무덤 무더기에서 하나를 먹었어. 왜 못하는데? 왜 내가 이걸 타야 되나? 저 빠른 이동 안 되는 이유를 대봐라. 이거 밖으로 가서 타는 것도 아니고.
Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Ah, this should be quite
아, 이
alright.
장면 뭐라고 놔둔 거가? 오우 씨.
I'd do that again if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
이거 어떻게 들어가지? 아니, 하나 더 남았네, 퀘스트가. 아직 멀음.
Is it just me, or do Karja people walk slow? Don't they have places to be? Don't pass up these.
We'll never be able to repay you for the life.
스톤버드.
Only the finest goods here.
Take a look at these wares. Come take a look. I'll give you a good price. I'm all over the city, and I can't find what I'm looking for. You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Buy what you need, leave the rest.
그래, 길을 똑바로 잡아야지. 그 멀리 빙 돌아가게 잡아주면 어쩌나 내비야. 어? 가자.
This'll help.
Aloy, you're very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead. Look close, and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there, Right. Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to keep it all a mystery. Crash the Eclipse Focus Network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all dangerous stuff. You just listen. There are the handholds. Did you get that sound? No? Fitting name you got there.
올라가 볼까?
All right. What now?
You wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company. How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the Focus Network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you around to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the Focus Network will crash.
톨렉을 올라가라 어쨌든.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
내한테
What sort of
처리시키는 거가.
assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
싸가지 없는 새끼 보소.
Gonna be tight. Corrupted machines. Patrolling like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come.
왜?
You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in?
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be.
다음. 일로 와봐 친구야. 그래 착하다. 그래 착하다. 돌려라. 혹시 38, 37 37, 37, 38 50. 아, 좋다. 삼구. 감자는 필요 없지만 뭐.
For later. Forget about traveling light.
오, 계속 배터리 부수는데. 오, 씨발 잘못 눌렀다 키. V 누르랬는데. 아. 해반데.
Explosions in the distance.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
뭐? 잠입? 잠입 시작 빠세. 야 나온나 거기서. 저 치사한 새끼. 야 내가 간다 들었어 내가 간다.
Helpful.
Getting close now. Head for that ridge. The tallneck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm.
이거 뭐 올라가? 설마 쏘게 되는 거 아니지 여기? 아니지?
Here we go.
You getting this? I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You've got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
실비보.
Or even sunfall, for that matter. I see something!
미친 새끼들 뭔지 너.
Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret. is this place?
A distraction.
There are several data points.
When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to never does the sun show pity. And yet, when sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. So long as King Itamen languishes at sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian, in the hands of profligates. Debased.
Dramatic, all right.
Messiah, towering above the horizon like an glittering spike through the center of my mind.
Finding that Tornek.
Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure.
Why bother?
But the count of days
Find it
runs
and
thin.
get to the top. Destroy the module and then get out fast as you can.
The
There's a
profligates
lot of blasting
slaughtered.
up there.
A
Sounds
true
busy.
king
Busy enough
restored
not
to
to
the Mesa's
know.
throne.
Let's hope.
In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
I see it. They built some kind of structure around it.
Climate. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. It feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
아, 이 새끼 존나 의심스럽네, 씨바 진짜.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
아, 빡시다. 야, 폴렉 저게 빠지네. 기다려봐. 저거 어떻게 되는지 안 봤다.
This looks easy. Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Great trail. Are you kidding me? Almost there. What?
Don't fight. Keep moving.
왜? 안 되는데.
Come on. Got it. Almost out of it.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep moving or you'll die.
She's up
on across the ravine.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
오, 이거 하라고 다 죽이지 말랬구나.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. Let's unfold. We'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him. If I could toss this focus and get rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn. I've almost got you.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of guard your might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping. She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Have you noticed all the empty tents lately? It's like people are just vanishing.
저기 있네. 제로던 시설 발견했다.
Just do as you're told and stay out of our way.
Are you Galiv, the healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself, but you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about you.
The answer is no.
What?
No, I can't spare the medicine, nor my time to administer it. My resources are already spread thin, thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
Why won't you help?
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can get must be smuggled in. That's expensive.
돈이 안
The
된다. 그럴
behemoth's
수도 있지.
share goes to the military. Of course, there are the demands of the
이해는
citadel.
간다.
Helis' kestrels are so prone to sticky ends. What's left, that's for the nobles, who can pay well for my services.
Look at it from my perspective. A little girl is sick.
I think we are calling to each other across an ideological impasse.
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience, but in this line of work, I've built up an immunity to it. And yet, if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal.
아니 너무 비싼 거 달라는 거
My
아이가?
charity for a Thunderjaw heart.
That's not how charity works.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts for a while.
I already have the part.
Wow, we could already have a deal. Quickly now, let's salve your poor conscience.
See to the girl, and it's yours. Not before.
Oh, please. On my oath, this girl will survive to see
뭐라
our
이거?
sad future. You and I shouldn't be seen together. Go on to the slums ahead of me. I'll find you presently. You do stand out.
병신이네.
in the
선금을
crowd.
주네. 이 새끼한테. 니 씨발 돈 떼먹으면 죽이빈다.
Oathid and traitor. This must be some horrible mistake.
나온다.
It's you. Hello again.
I've brought someone to see your sister.
How did you... What did we do to
그건
deserve...
지금부터 해줘야지.
No. Wait. I don't even want to ask. In case a shadow passes over and it's gone.
Smart boy.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
아, 새끼 내보고 끝까지 지랄하네. 걔 패고 싶네.
Thank you, again, for giving her a better chance.
와, 썬더죠 심장. 치료비 돌았네 진짜.
More mercenaries? What sort of person sells their loyalty?
우리 병신이 이거 무기라고 챙겨준 거 좀 팔자. 갖다 팔고. 와, 이거 F 꼭 눌러도 되는 거 게임 끝날 때쯤 알았네. 와, 이걸 지금 알았어? 지리네. 이걸 지금 알았다고. 자, 보스전 한 따까리 준비하자. 뭐든 하겠지, 뭐든. 많은데 여기서.
The submarine, a proud tradition of the Carja.
It's not like Missing Meridian. At least,
Give them time. I'm sure they'd miss it. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Eloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
How can we just decide?
I'll take the shards. I'll listen up a hop.
Very well.
자, 볼까 해서 뭐 하는지.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
Huh.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, The way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel. Gotta see the sun.
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat, but bring some home for your families, if you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you, so I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I like to do favors for them when I can. Uthid might be of use to them, if he survives.
How do you know Uthid is innocent?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, he feeds orphans from his own rations and personally punishes anyone who hurts the old or infirm. The idea that he would try to kill Edelman is ridiculous. He must have found something that can embarrass the priesthood. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well-regarded man for death.
What makes you think he's on the Green Climb?
He knows he'll be pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills.
아따 싸움 잘하네.
My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the Green Climb. Good luck.
오씨 여기 막 밝혀놓은 데가 없네.
A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in. Dead trees, just like Vanasha said. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the Green Climb.
이거 내려야 되네.
The tracks stop here. Time to climb.
근데 금마가 내를 도와주러 오는 사람인지 쥐를 잡으러 온 사람인지 어떻게 판단을 하노? 오라라라라라라라. 노노노노노. 게임이니까 그게 뭐 별 문제는 없겠다면서도 실제로 뭐 어떻게 판단하노? 아까 금마가 뭐 내한테 표식 같은 걸 준 것도 아니고.
All right, made it. Food scraps. I'll bet he must have kept going. I've got to catch up.
어디까지 들어왔는데? 요 안에. 야호.
A dead machine. It's been hunting. Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo. Talks, looking to scavenge.
뭐 뜰까? 이놈의 거듭시키들은 내려온나 보자. 죽었어.
Where'd he go from here? Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the parts. Dead Watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
나왔나? 야!
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
믿은 건가? 믿었나? 가면 되겠네. 그래.
No tricks. Just talk.
All right. Speak.
I want to know what happened at Sunfall. What really happened.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. Always in their sleep, no struggle. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause. I should have realized then it was
필요 없는 애들이네.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. But it was only a man. And a silent poison. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Bahavas for the sun's judgment.
The High Priest Bahavas? He's the one who put the bounty on you.
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see? It was he who ordered the culling. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 years I gave to the sun. For what? Malice and murder? As for honor, sacrifice, true sacrifice, the kind priests and rulers know nothing of, it's all a fat joke.
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karjas seem trustworthy. A little stuck up, maybe, but trustworthy.
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach. It was the Sun's will. I did what I was told. Others did worse. But as their captain, I had...
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you. But the Karja are changing their ways. You could too.
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what the Sun demands of its soldiers.
Perhaps he understands it too well.
Now you sound like the blameless Murad.
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place? Why serve them?
Because of Itaman, of course. He was the one true Sun King.
Itaman's just a child.
Yes, an untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. No shadows under a noonday sun. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name. I did it myself, serving a rotten throne.
I met someone who wants to get you out of this. A woman named Vanasha. But first, we need to get you out of here.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out... Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us! Keecook's killers!
따도 되나?
When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
On me!
It's up to you now, men. Rally, we can still finish them. Keep up the attack. We still got another squad on the way.
Follow me. I've stashed supplies up above.
가자. 왜 안 가는데? 얘는 말 걸어야 되나? 아, 같이 가야 되는 그거가. 아, 알았다. 가자.
Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
It's That's heavy. World's going white.
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Euthyd.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
자, 뜨자. 이 새끼 왜 안 맞냐? 내가 못 쏜 거구나.
Look out! To your left!
You're going down.
That's the last of the Marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me?
가자.
This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard.
그래봐야 불화살 앞에 평등하다.
Across there and we'll have him.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Euthyd, and mine. The Outlanders led us here And now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
Who?
깜짝아.
Kill the traitor! Kill the Nora!
싸가지 없는 새끼가 복 발랐네.
Press the attack. The sun sets on your pathetic life, Uthid. Up to his perch.
얘는 함정도 들고 있으면 왜 안 썼냐? 멍충아. 몇 시간이나 했노? 2시간?
Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence in your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja in Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time?
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yan Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk. You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities. Remember Edaman and Nasadi? The Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at Sunfall? With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Karja is no small task.
It's not kidnapping. They want to go to Meridian, to safety.
How do you know that?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared. For herself, of course, but mostly for Edaman.
Why do you care what happens to them?
Edaman is the Shadow Karja's figurehead. If he defects, it will remove their last trace of legitimacy. Beyond that, he's just a boy who clings to his mommy. He made a little grazer for me out of matchsticks once. It wasn't very good, but still, nobody ever made anything for me before.
What's going to happen to Uthid now?
Don't worry. You gave him a second life, and I'll put it to good use. He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow Karja with as little bloodshed as possible.
What's going to happen at Sunfall now that Bahavas is dead?
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic. There'll be infighting, skullduggery, and backstabbing as they wrangle for power. Best of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought misery, but your death is a flower that blooms in abundance.
What do you need to get Nasadi and Edaman out of Sunfall?
With Bahavas dead, Sunfall is the easy part. I'll handle that. The big fuss will be crossing the border to the Sundom. Find my friend, 3 Tohuadiv near the branded shore. I hired his crew to sweep the path, so all you have to do is wait for me.
If this Wadiv has already cleared the area, why do you need me?
Contingencies, little huntress. Something will go wrong, and I need protection I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
가라, 여기 락브레이커 지역이라고. 정리하긴 했네. 정리했구만 제대로. 하이.
No space.
아, 이거 한따까리 하겠네. 이거 있는 거 보니까. 자, 니 탱킹해라, 알겠지?
You're 3 Tohuadiv, right? Vanasha sent me.
와, 상태가 좀 메롱이고.
What happened?
한 대 맞았나?
I got hornswoggled, that's what. Vanasha batted her lashes, wiggled her hips, and promised us treasure. Clear a path for the royals, she said. Sneak past the garrison and skewer a few watches. Hardly a bother. Little did we know there was a damned monstrosity lurking underground. When will I learn not to gawk at skinny girls?
Why do you think Vanasha swindled you?
My crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties were fat. She offered us the fattest one of all, enough to retire on. It's my own damned fault for taking the bait. Should have known I'd end up with a rupture in my useful parts.
So Vanasha needed safe passage for Nasadi and Idaman, but it didn't work out?
She made it sound so sweet and easy. Find the best path to the lake, make sure it's safe. What could go wrong? Turns out, a lot. Like bloody murder in the grinding jaws of a heinous death beast.
Something attacked you from underground.
Oh, you picked that up, did you? I wondered why the Shadow Kaja didn't pay attention to the pass. Well, they don't need to. A rock-eating demon guards it for them. It tunnels in the dirt, breaks through the earth, and blasts rocks from its stinking face. I barely escaped. My comrades weren't so lucky. I might shed a tear if they weren't all cutthroats and cheaters.
Vanasha will be here soon with Nasadi and Idaman. I've got to destroy that thing in the pass before they arrive.
You're not too bright, are you? Well, we didn't last long against it, but I'll tell you what I know. It has armor everywhere, a little less at the rear. And when it goes underground, it will lose track of you if you're quiet. You might even be able to keep it from going under altogether if you hit its big crooked arms hard enough. That's all I can offer, friend. I promise to look solemn at your funeral. before I hit the bar.
이거 안 먹히나? 잠깐만, 필요 없는데도 어글 하나 더 걸린 것 같은데. 우리 락브레이크 친구. 와, 이게 안 맞아? 아니다, 그냥 묶자. 아직 풀린 거 아니었네. 요거 뭔가 이게 맞는 것 같거든? 맞지? 몰라. 이 새끼 잡는 법 알았다. 이게 답이었구만.
By the radiant sun, I can't believe it. I thought that evil rock chewer would grind you up. After that miracle, all we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon, along with a boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
Ah, little huntress. Glad you accepted my invitation to play bodyguard. Where are your manhood, Eve? It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally.
야,
It won't be
볶음
long before you're
미쳤네.
followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection.
시야가 별로 방금 안 좋았다. 근데 노래는 존나 평화롭네. 뭐지? 뭐 쫓아오나?
Oh dear. Here come the Shadow Carter, and they're very angry with me.
I'll hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Khwadiv, get Idaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully. So it comes to this. I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little
난
blood.
시달린 거 없는데.
Some traps would be nice. Shall we prepare a little surprise for them?
함정 깔자고. 아, 다 패면 되잖아. 뭐 그래 귀찮고. 하나씩 깔아줄게.
They won't see it coming.
진짜 안 됐나?
Take cover up there, behind that rock.
Here they are. Let's make it through, shall we?
이 똘마이 친구들 내려오네. 셋밖에 안 왔나?
I want nothing to
Well, that was entertaining, but I suspect we're not done. More of the bastards. Get ready. Let's try something new, shall we?
벌써 끝이가.
I can't spare the wait.
웃긴 놈들이 있어요. 니 근데 겨우 이거 가지고 야 말걸긴데 왜
I
일로
don't
가?
want to jinx it, but we might be in the clear. A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
This one's mine. Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be very cross.
We're not going anywhere.
뭔데? 뭐? 썬더 줘? 뭐 어렵나? 뭐 되나 안 진짜? 함정은 괜히 빨리 처리했다 싶긴 하지만 아이고 우리 카레다 청병 하나 죽었어. 에헤이 친구야 안 도와줘도 되는데 너그 대장이 너그 대장이 괜히 꼽줘가지고 마치
not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we? You've done a good thing. Maybe even ended a war.
Maybe. But my war just keeps going.
Edaman, my brother, welcome home. You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection. As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word, the law of the sun. Aloy, it seems I see your influence everywhere. You've done so much for the Sundom, and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up, and the redhead gets all the credit?
I'm still getting paid, right?
You'll be lucky if I let you live. I couldn't have done this without you. When we meet again, I'll give you a proper thanks. I promise.
저 사기꾼 새끼. 다시 만남이라고? 이제 정말 이거 하나 남았네. 아, 저기 들어가면 메인 스토리 끝인데.